The
That's crazy.
family structure, the family structure is still respected in these places.
I think Ruckus was trying to give me a heads up that the broadcast wasn't live. That's crazy.
You know what? You're absolutely right because now it says live 20 minutes, 20 seconds.
Hey, what's up, people? This is episode 29. And we've been going at it for
45
about
minutes.
45 minutes already. And the broadcast wasn't live, so I do apologize for that. We did have a really great conversation.
Oh my God, it was good.
It was good. It was excellent. And I tell you what, we were gonna do, because that's my bad on this week. That's my bad. Ruckus was trying to tell me something
Nice and
uh,
night, y'all. Nice and night.
from 8 minutes ago. I mean, from we were 8 minutes into the show and I didn't understand what was happening. So shout out to Ruckus, man. We make a boo boo. We still trying to learn here.
Yeah, you make
Um,
boo-boos all day. Nice and
with
nice,
with the
nice,
new
nice,
platform.
nice and nice,
Um,
make boo-boos all day.
yeah. So it was a great show. Uh,
Until next week, y'all take care of yourself.
yeah. I'll give a recap just for content, and then we'll take it back again. So we only have Warren Knowles is in the building, um, and we don't have the good doctor because he's at Carifta, and they were doing the relays. They were doing the
Yeah.
relays. Apparently, Jamaica is in the lead, which is expected, but Bahamas is a very close, not really close, but Bahamas in second.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump is we're trying to figure out if he's smarter than America. A quick recap is that um, the focus is on Donald Trump, and Juan just hit me with a whammy when he said that there's new gun laws in Florida that allows you to um,
Carry
conceal
without a license.
carry without a. You have to have a license. If you have a license to have a
You can
weapon,
open carry.
you
You
can
not
open,
open carry. You
you
can
can
conceal
you
carry.
can conceal carry, and you don't need any training on your weapon. So I'm
No.
thinking, okay, instead of the focus being on who Donald Trump is paying for whatever um, pornographic explorations he's having with these people, the focus should be on what it really takes to make a country great. Um, and we were trying to figure out if the fact that Donald Trump being a businessman and handling business probably selfishly is the reason why he's being targeted to put him out of the election race. That's one theory. Another theory is that people are really thinking that Donald Trump can't run a country, but he's already been president for 4 years and the country didn't sink, and the country went through a pandemic, and now he's not president, and the country is back and forth with having to help Ukraine, who's in a war with Russia. So all of these things are now a lot of things are spiraling out of control, and we can't blame it on Donald. So what is this attack for? And is the attack even does him having a paying off a porn star? And I'm sure that's probably only what they can sink their teeth in because he
And
was
that's the whole pawn store, people. She ain't nothing to drive home right now.
right. Right. So we're not saying that he is um not involved in other things that may be illegal, but it obviously shows if a porn star is where you land this where the main point, then it's obvious that the man is smart enough to hide what he's doing or to make his doings seem legal, and somebody just mad that he getting away with it. We
That's
went through
it.
the whole yeah we went through the whole thing of what type of power a president may have or any politician who is elected in office, and that's simply that they can now determine along with whatever in the promises cabinet, but then they decide who is in cabinet. They can now determine who gets what contract. So who's going to build a bridge, who's gonna do this, who's going to do that. They can start up stuff, like they can say, I'm going to give Ukraine 10 tanks. Okay, how are we paying for those 10 tanks? Who's getting the money for that? They didn't give it to them for free. Somebody has to pay for it, and somebody gets paid for it. You understand what
Yep.
I'm saying? So these are things that a politician or a president or a prime minister, the type of power that they have, they can determine where money goes from the public treasuries. and yeah, so to target someone that has aspirations to be reelected for the presidency says one or two things. We know that this man is a criminal, and we're thinking that maybe Donald Trump is the only politician to ever uh, um, behave or take part in criminal activity. Is that right, JP? He's the only one, right?
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, he's definitely the only one.
He's the only
Every
one. Hey,
everyone
and not
else
only
is
that,
clean as a whistle.
out of every single thing that they could, you know, see what he did or choose, the only thing that's such a big deal is the Pawn Store situation. Nothing else matters. Nothing
Right.
else matters. In the 4 years, right? Nothing he did, but between him and Russia, for him being us, nothing. The only thing that is so detrimental to the country that we must put him away for is paying off a porn star. Come
I
on,
mean,
people.
did he
How
pay her
am I
off?
young?
Did he pay her off with his own money though? I mean, like I could see if he used treasury money, like
Oh, I
yeah.
definitely use the treasury money. I definitely use the treasury money.
Oh man, hey
Forget about
Ruckus,
that.
I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I mean, and I appreciate you tuning into the live, but there's this one button over here in this right hand corner that I did not press. Um,
Man,
af- After pressing everything else, yeah, I see y'all can see my setup looking a little different because I was focused on the Raw. See, I was focused on Donald Trump. I
there you
should have
go.
been focused on this flipping live, getting this live stream.
That's what
Like
should have been done.
that's
They need to
exactly what
hit
I'm
you up
saying.
and make. They need to hit you up and make you tax treasury and pay for him. Focusing on Donald Trump.
So let's just answer the question then, Warren, in
Mm,
conclusion. Is Donald Trump smarter than America? Uh,
absolutely, absolutely,
I know, right? That's
absolutely.
that's exactly what I'm saying, Ruckus. There's been tons of them. But yeah, so he is smarter than America. How is he smarter than America? Do you think that if Donald Trump clears his name of all of this nonsense, I did say he pled not guilty to all the charges. I think that's like 34 counts they got him on. But
Man, that's a
if
porn
if
star
if
loving nigga right there.
I know, right? If he if he clears his name of all of this and runs in the next election, do you think that he has a chance of winning again?
Yeah,
A-
actually,
And I agree, and that's what makes him a dangerous man.
yeah.
And what I feel is I feel that that's why somebody mad.
You know what though? It's funny because, like I said, I'm over here in the U.S. and every single day you'd be driving on I-95, right? Every other day, and if
Hmm.
you look at the overpass
Hmm.
where the other place intersect, right? You'll see people up there holding up Trump signs to this day. Now, these
Yeah,
are the same people. These are the same people that didn't want him in office for a second time.
yeah,
Now, see, you never know the worth of a man or of anybody that is until they're out of there, and you have something to compare them to.
right.
See, now that geriatric Biden in office, all right,
The ice cream man,
ice cream man, you have something to compare to.
right.
You see. So prior to that, yeah, it sound good from the mouth. It sound good. It looked good on paper
Hmm.
when Joe Biden was saying X, Y, and Z. But when he finally get handed the job, you see how much he screw it up. And now you could compare it to, hold on, during the pandemic, Trump did this. During the
Hmm.
pandemic, Trump kept the country afloat.
Yep.
During pandemic, Trump, he did multiple. Like I said, I'm not an advocate for the man on a personal level.
Right.
But I am an advocate for anybody, whether it be male or female, that you do what you say and say what you do and
Absolutely.
speak your mind no matter what. And you could hate him all you want. That man most definitely speaks his mind to anybody at any given time
Like I
and don't
said,
care about how you feel or what you think.
the instant the thought pops into his mind,
Out, out, bro.
you're gonna hear it.
You're gonna hear he like a scrambled egg, bro. That shit done before you even know it.
So I would say my answer to it is yes too. I believe Donald Trump is smarter than America.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Long time.
and I think it's mainly because he just makes it so obvious what he's doing, and regardless of uh, intelligent people would get upset, but business owners, I think a lot of business owners alike can appreciate the type of understanding he has with
Yeah.
business. See, there's a lot of politicians that are lawyers. They may own businesses, but their business is law. And any lawyer that knows the rules knows exactly how to break them.
You know
Now,
what, bro? Starting a business out the mud
mhm,
is way different than someone handing something to you.
Fox,
Okay. Now, from what I heard, I could be wrong.
you're right, Ruckus.
From what I heard last time I checked on the Trump, the told me it was booming, bro. And I'm here, I'm here to tell you. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. During the whole pandemic, where I'm an independent contractor in Florida, during the whole pandemic, when I submitted my paperwork and everything, right,
Mhm,
I was deemed as an essential worker. So being an essential worker, which means that whilst everybody had to stay home,
mhm,
I didn't have to.
mm,
And Donald Trump made that possible by signing off during the pandemic time on that particular, I wouldn't say law, but that particular rule to break.
right,
Which means because
right,
there was a point in time, let's not forget, if you catch out in the streets, you go to jail.
yeah,
That was right there from becoming martial law.
yeah,
Right there, bro.
hmm,
But see, when everybody was, and that's how I kept my family afloat.
mm,
Because I'll share another secret. The pandemic year was my best year in business. And I've been in business going on 15 years. The
yeah,
pandemic year was my best year in business, bro. And I'll tell you why in what I do. Because people were stuck in their homes, right? And they
mm,
had they had a chance to sit back and look around and see exactly what their floors look like. Okay. And they had
yeah,
the extra cash coming in
yeah,
check wise
yeah,
to do
yeah,
something about it.
yep, yep,
I'm telling you.
yeah,
So asking me about Trump, I support the man only because in my time of need, he actually signed off on something that supported me.
yeah.
Now I can't speak for nobody else.
And if that ain't a good reason to support somebody, I don't know what is.
I can't
You know,
speak
if
for
someone
nobody
never
else.
did anything for you, you never benefited from somebody, from a politician being in an office who has the opportunity to make laws that's going to make your life easier, to make your life more profitable, and they don't do anything for you, then why are they there?
Bro, I've been driving the streets during the pandemic and it looked like a ghost town. You hear me? Over here. And
Hmm,
the cops will pull you over, flashing lights.
hmm,
And all I had to do is show them that piece of paper that Donald Trump signed off on to print out for your boy truly. And they
right,
say, carry on, sir.
right,
That was it. Like I say, I don't support his antics. I don't support how he is sometimes because he could be overboard. We all know that.
right.
But I do support the fact that I actually believe that he actually had good intentions for the country.
Here's what I believe, and I'm gonna rest my case on this because my time up. Right.
Yeah.
I think Donald Trump is smarter than America because I think Donald Trump is a flipping genius.
Yeah.
I don't care. Y'all say what y'all want to say. He may be using all of his smarts to navigate himself um, through some criminal activity. It just says that he's smart at being a criminal. If he is, but
Mm-hmm.
he's a smart man.
It still don't take away from him being smart. Go ahead.
He may have had some unsuccessful businesses. He may have walked into money, but the fact remains the man became president. And I would not sell out my own American friends to say that they are that America on the whole would put a bumbling idiot
Mhm.
as their commander in chief. So the man have to be a smart man.
Absolutely.
And the one that's there now, maybe I will have to do some research to find out exactly, what he's bringing to the table for America. What is he doing
Ain't
for
ain't
America?
no table.
Oh boy. Well, give me your last words then, Juan.
My last words on the Donald Trump situation, right? Keep in mind, this is a man that's been in the position of power, money wise, economically wise,
Mm-hmm.
during the whole mafia times. Okay. And
Yeah.
you could speak, and there's multiple documentaries that the mafia people says that they try to shake him down and they couldn't. Now, whether he aligned himself with the FBI back then, that they were afraid they come in contact with him, close proximity, they would go, whatever it may be, it was wise. Because you don't build a bunch of skyscrapers and all types of buildings and Trump plazas and banks
Mm-hmm.
in New York City during the height of the mafia era, bro. And they ain't got to break them off. And I'm talking about prominent members of the mafia will tell you in
Yeah.
interviews that they tried
Yeah.
to shake him down and nothing happened.
Nah, man.
Now, like you say, Dyson, whether he's criminal or not, he paid him on the side. That's not the point. The
Yep.
point is he's wise enough to navigate through all of that shit and still, A, not lose his life, okay?
Yep.
B, still a millionaire, if not a billionaire.
Yep. Oh yeah.
C,
You will never
still,
even know how much money you have no more.
exactly. C, still alive in this era, and D, became president.
Yeah. Yep.
That gotta count for something.
Yeah. How about you?
That gotta count for something, bro. So I gotta say, not only is he smarter than America, he's smarter than a lot of people in general. In general.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. If you say different, if you feel differently, if you hate our guts because we seem like we support Donald Trump,
I need that energy. I love the hate. I need it.
I mean,
Hate me. Don't hate Dyson. Please hate me.
put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I'm an open-minded person. I'd like to listen to the views of other people. So please leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. This is episode 29,
Whoa.
where we were discussing
I
is
feel it
Donald
all.
Trump.
I feel it all.
I know, right? Is Donald Trump smarter than America? Plus, it's not. I don't think he's going to jail either, Ruckus. I don't think he's going to jail.
Yep, I agree, Ruckus. I don't think he's going to jail either.
And if he is going to jail, it's probably going to be one that he owns. Right?
Hey, you ever what? You remember Goodfellas, bro? The movie Goodfellas. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember when he was in jail? They had the mafia boss cutting up the garlic and all that stuff. Like, I'll cut it so thin with a razor blade. Yeah. He gonna be like that in jail.
But the irony of it, one, is that they're going to be sending him to jail on taxpayers' money and paying his jail to keep him. So he's still going to be making the money.
And I'm ending on this point too before I go. The main thing that people hate too, they can't control the man. You know why they can't control the man? Because the man was wealthy before he became president.
Yeah. In a
You control somebody who's not used to having wealth. And when you're the one that providing the wealth for them, they're scared to say what they got to say and do what they got to do because they don't want you to take it away from them.
Exactly.
When you have a man that's came into the game with wealth, and it don't matter what you say, you can't control him. And in some degree, America fucked up when they put him as president.
All the way up.
I'm sorry.
All the way up.
In a good way, though.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we have. What president passed or president has ever gone to prison? None. If he goes to prison, Ruckus, he will be the first.
And oh boy, when he get out, he gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he would be the greatest because
I'm the greatest president of all time. I'm the only one that went to prison. Nobody else went to prison. No one else.
they
I'm
feared
the
me
only
so
one that
much.
went to prison and put America on the map
They had to lock me
with
up.
my small ass hands. Look,
And they were wrong. It was all fake
they
news.
were wrong. It was all fake news. You guys at home watch CNN all day is fake news.
All right, well, hey, be safe, brother. Happy Easter again. Happy Easter, everybody. I'll see y'all next week for episode 30. Let me decide on what the topic is going to be somewhere around Wednesday. So y'all stay tuned. Don't
Absolutely.
forget to subscribe. I'm Dyson Knight.
Well, on JP Knowles, take care of yourself. You all have a good one. We
Yo.
out. Yep.
Peace.